when I was 11, I was kind of aware at this point that there was kind of a busted up old guitar in the house. It wasn't in great shape, but I knew it was there. And one afternoon, my dad was playing some music, and I remember he played Layla by Derek and the Dominoes, which is Eric Clapton, his band in the early 70s. And I heard this guitar riff, and it's such a classic riff, and it was the first time I'd heard it properly. And it really, kind of hit me. Had this huge impact on me, and I just said, we got to go find that guitar. It's really the beginning for me. But the Brit Award came about, I guess, because there's some body of people who have to make that decision every year. They have this award called the Critics' Choice Award, and they decided I deserved it, which is cool for me. But I've got a lot, that kind of thing fuels me to want to prove myself even more, because this is very much the beginning, and I haven't even released my debut album yet, but I'm really excited to do that and just show everybody that I'm worth this stuff, and that if people are going to award me, put me at the top of lists and all that stuff, then here's why. And I'll so I'm looking forward to playing as many shows as I can and showing myself. I don't use any computers on stage. I don't use anything to take exactly what I did in the studio and play it through the speakers live. I just want to recreate that stuff live with real instruments and real hands and real playing. I think that's how I take my music from the studio to the stage. Before I go on stage, I just chill out. I just like to slow the pace of the room and of the moment. It's a bit of a kind of breathe deep thing, but I do it in a calm way. Live music, how is live music important to me? It's the most important thing. Even as a kid, when I first started to learn my first few kind of riffs, like like Layla, like all the stuff that I was learning, the greatest thing about it was when I could sit down in front of parents and friends and people and go, hey, watch this, and they go, wow, you can play the guitar. And there's that first example of that connection between you as the performer and the audience. It's like nothing else, it's hard to describe, like I say, but it's the reason why playing live is so important to me, because that's the kind of drug that I get to go and take a hit of every time I play live. I feel my most kind of comfortable and at home up on the stage, and I've only worked that out recently. People say that, people say it all the time, but there's a lot of anticipation and kind of nerves before a gig, and as soon as I get on the stage, I feel okay. I feel in my place. I feel in the right place. So it's that's why playing live is so important to me, because I get to experience all of those things.